So the question from Jagdish is, I have spiritual knowledge for many years. When will I get an experience? When will I get an experience? Is there a time frame involved? Is the time frame different for different individuals? So Jagdish, you have to understand, the spiritual journey is not journey. Journey means you have to go from one place to other place, where time is involved, space is involved. In spirituality, you are not going anywhere. Okay? There's no distance involved. There's no time involved. It's journey into yourself. Journey where nothing to be achieved. No achievement is possible in spiritual journey. Okay? So there's nothing to be achieved, nothing to be gained, only what you are already to be recognized. Recognition does not take time. Spiritual journey does not take time. The concept of spiritual journey is false. There's nothing called spiritual journey. There's a journey from here to New York, here to America, here to India. But for journey into yourself, it is false. To be yourself, you don't have to do anything. So that way, many people have a wrong notion of a spiritual journey, wrong concept of spiritual journey. Then what is involved in spiritual journey, what is involved in spirituality is recognition of who you are as you are here and now, not tomorrow. It has nothing to do with the time. Right now, the problem with any of us is that we are not able to recognize who am I as it is now. Understand? The spiritual journey is not about gaining something. Spiritual journey is about losing our false ideas, false beliefs, our impressions, our conditioning. Wrong understanding about ourselves have to be dropped. So the example which I give is somebody has a toothache. Okay. Very severe toothache. He is not able to sleep. Then he goes to doctor. Doctor removes the tooth. Then he feels a relief. The relief is not a gain. Relief is what is his natural state. The toothache was removed. Relief was not given. Relief was the natural state, which is not a gain, not a consequence. So right now, we have pain in life, a suffering in life. It is a disease. The disease is called Bhavaroga. Bhavaroga means disease of existence. It's equal to a toothache. Disease of existence has to be removed. And whatever your natural state is not a gain, it's already there in the background. You're not gaining anything in spiritual life. On the contrary, you are losing whatever your wrong ideas have, wrong notions have, false understanding you have, and wrong lifestyle you have, that you are losing. It's called vasana and samskara you are losing. Spirituality is not at all about a gain. It's about a loss, huge loss. Whatever you have accumulated in life, everything is unreal, false. Get rid of it. That's called spiritual journey. Now, getting rid of it, will it take time? Gaining, nothing is there. Yeah. Okay. Getting rid of it, does it take time? That's the question. Right? So getting rid of also, it doesn't take time. So what happens is that if you have a room full of junk, I want to clean it. I want to throw out garbage. It will take time because you have to pick one by one. There's a physical effort involved. Take it out. Okay, it takes time for cleaning the garbage in the house. But the spiritual journey is not like cleaning a garbage. Spiritual journey is like we are in a dark room. Okay, let's say room is full of darkness. We don't know what we are, what is inside the room. Okay, understand? We don't know what is inside the room. How much time it takes for you to find out what is inside the room? All that you do is switch on the light. Suddenly the room is full and you can see light immediately. So you have to get rid of darkness. You're not getting rid of objects. Getting rid of objects, one by one, vasana, samskara, this thing, it will take time. But getting rid of darkness is switching on the light. Jnana. Now, jnana or wisdom doesn't take time. But only thing is, switching on the light, it requires a right switch. Where is in the dark room? Where is the right switch? You don't know. Where is the switch? You don't know. Finding a switch is a problem, not removing the darkness. Understand? So you are in the dark room. Dark room is equal to Maya. In that, finding the right switch, right location is a problem. Okay, that's where the time takes. The light does not take time. The moment light is there, you know what exactly is the room. Okay, so the concept of time and journey in a spiritual life is false. The spiritual life, spirituality is about Atma Jnana. Jnana or knowledge is like any other knowledge. Knowledge of English, knowledge of Sanskrit, but much simpler. Atma Jnana is very simple because it's not about an object. It's about yourself. To know your wife. How many years you are married now? So to know about your wife, it will take time. To know about yourself, why it takes time? Tell me. It should not take time. The problem is our mind is cluttered with concepts and ideas. Not our own ideas, but ideas which are given by the society. All ideas are foreign, not your own idea. So the get rid of the foreign idea is becoming free from the ignorance. Ultimately, this spiritual journey is dropping our false beliefs. The core of our spiritual journey is dropping the false beliefs. False understanding of life. Now, how do we get right understanding of life? By ourselves, we cannot find. Because already we are blinded by the forces of darkness are called Maya or conditioning of society. We are blind. So you need a person who has eyes, who can help you. Not that he can show you about yourself. He can be a good help. Such a person who is wise enough, who has the eyesight, is called a guru. Eyesight means wisdom. He is not only has to have the eyesight, he should have the ability to clear communicate to you. The person may have knowledge, a wisdom, but ability to communicate is not there. Then it does not touch us. So if you are able to, the switch in the room, dark room, is finding a master who he is able to dispel darkness. Then the journey is straightforward. So to answer your question, how much time it takes a spiritual journey. First of all, there's no spiritual journey. There's a material journey. There's a journey in the material world. But there's no journey in the spiritual world. Because it's where you are, who you are, recognize that it doesn't take time. It doesn't take space. It's always here and now. Now, do you want to reframe the question based on what I said? Your question itself is invalid. So, anybody on Zoom has a question? Anybody else sitting here has a question?
Guruji, to recognize the switcher, we need to understand and recognize our vasanas and samskaras. No, Guruji, how to recognize and get rid of it?
Vasana and samskara. See, this vasana and samskara, right, is what you have accumulated. It's difficult for you to recognize your vasana and samskara. Right? How did you get vasana and samskara? Impressions in the company of people, right? The house in which you are house which you are grown, the society in which you are grown, all puts vasana and samskara into you. Correct? Isn't it? Yes. Where did you find? Finally, you find somewhere from outside. No, it's a pollution. No, it's a mental pollution. No, isn't it?
Yes, Guruji.
Vasana and samskara. Somebody is born in a non-vegetarian family, he will only eat non-vegetarian. He can't eat vegetarian. Somebody is born in vegetarian family, he can only vegetarian. He can't non-vegetarian. He can't stand. Right? Why? Because a family conditioning, a societal conditioning has gone deep into us. Are we clear? So we learn samskara and vasana from the environment, the conditioning. Correct? How the deconditioning happens? The deconditioning happens in a good environment. Environment which is conducive. So that's why I say, repeat after me. Satsangatve, Nisangatvam, Nisangatve, Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve, Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve, Jivan Muktihi. Everything in our life we learn through a company. A good thing or bad thing. People ask, why did you start smoking? Because of my peer pressure, company. Why did you start drinking? My peer pressure. Why do you do puja every day morning? In my family it is done. My father used to do, my grandfather used to do, I'll do. So what happens is that good samskara and bad samskara we learn in a company. That's why satsanga means good company is important. Now what is this good company? Good company of spiritual seekers. There are various types of company. Alcoholic company, drug company, right? Smokers company, there is cricket match company, okay, movie fans company. So many types of companies are there. Suppose you are getting into a company of satsanga, okay, where you start learning good habits. How do you learn good habits? We see each other, right? We see each other, okay. In a normal company, you see agitation, anger, fear, jealousy, very, very common. In a real satsanga, you come across people who are evolved. You feel, oh, this person is peaceful in these circumstances. This person is peaceful in this circumstance. So you start getting an alternate view of life, which is not common, which is not what you find in the Maya world. So that starts bringing changes within us. We learn by looking at, seeing and hearing from the company. That's why it's called satsanga. Right type of satsanga is very important. Satsanga also, variety of satsanga are there. Many things are called satsanga today. Satsanga where people seek self-realization, Atma Dhyana, that satsanga is very rare, not very commonly available. That satsanga, to get into satsanga, such of nature, where people seek the spiritual journey, is very rare, very difficult. Now, how do you get it? All that I can say is, if you have done some good karma in your life, you'll get it. I don't know how, otherwise it's not easy, right? A good karma, something you have done in life, will take you to what you call satsanga. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Satsanga has 3 dimensions. Sat means truth. A company of truth means company of seekers of truth. What is the nature of company of seekers of truth? What is the quality? They are focused on Atmano Mokshartham Jagadaya. That is the real definition of satsanga. So people who are focused on self-realization and selfless service is real satsanga. Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya. If you are able to get a company of a few people, and that's not a good big company, okay? If you go to a rock star, right? There are rock stars. One stadium full of people will be dancing, singing. If you go to a pub, you'll get hundreds of people will be in. But if you want to find satsanga, there'll be very handful. There are 8 billion people. There are 8 billion people in the world. Okay? Right? And if you get a rock star coming to your city, 1 million people will come. If you go to get a real enlightened master will come to the society, he'll get hardly 10 people, 5, 10 people. This is what is called satsanga. Satsanga is very rare. Please don't think that satsanga is very, very common. Satsanga means really, when you say satsanga is not like I'll sit in a this thing hall and listen to some pravachan, listen to some talk. That's okay. That's also satsanga. But real satsanga happens when a group of people come together collectively for focusing on Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya, self-realization, selfless service. That is the definition of satsanga. Fortunately for us, we have a small group of people or a fairly large group of people called Atma Jyotis who have come together for Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya. And this type of satsang is very difficult to get. Satsanga is required. That's your beginning of getting rid of vasanas. Then satsanga has second definition. A company is required because company is where we'll start learning something. Sadguru is required. A realized master is required. What will happen is people, we are like blind people. We are in darkness. The blindness is called Maya. The darkness is called Maya. We can't see what is reality. Reality of ourselves, nothing else. We can't see reality of vasana and samskara. Our own impressions and vasana and samskara, what we think is normal is not normal. So, there are many people. What is normal in a society is not normal in a satsanga. In a society, greed is normal, ambition is normal. I want to become something great, right? So that is very normal. In satsanga, it's abnormal. You don't want to be great, yeah, you be yourself. Why do you want to become great? Right? Ambition is not normal. Oh, I want to achieve something in life. Baba, you have achieved enough headache in your life. Drop the headache. What do you want to achieve? In satsanga, what you see in Maya, the entire thing is opposite in satsanga. Ambition, no. Anger, my dear, anger hurts you only. Okay. In satsanga, anger is abnormal. In society, anger is very common. I used to be working as a senior manager in a company. I became a senior manager to engage. And there used to be big meeting in a boardroom. A lot of people will come, they'll fight with each other. This not working, that's not working. I used to be calmly smile. And people used to get angry with my smile. How can you smile? As senior manager has to shout. The problems are I could not but smile at the people, and I never smile faded in my a smile faded my face. In 30 initial my corporate life, when I was a young guy, people I had a nickname. It's me. I didn't know. Okay. Then my nickname is Smiley, and I didn't know. Many years after 40 years, I met somebody. Then he said, "We had a nickname for you called Smiley for 10 years." I used to smile. The only problem is that I used to smile. Okay, this is not tolerable in the corporate world. And business and success and failure. Oh, I succeeded. Oh, I succeeded. Great. I failed. In satsang, okay, success is there. Okay, good. Failure is there. Good. This too shall pass away. Yeah. What success will hold on? What failure will hold on? Pass away. Equanimity is what is common in satsang. Right? Jealousy is very common in the corporate world. You have to be jealous. Ambition and jealousy go together. Okay? You try to put down somebody. In satsang, you'll never put down somebody. You'll always help somebody. Okay? Helping and serving comes first in satsang. Why? In the corporate world, in the Maya world, you're trying to gain something. In satsang, you are trying to lose something, your ego. How can you lose ego? By helping other, by serving other. So it is a whatever you see in the outer world, in satsang, it's a ulta pulta. It's completely ulta pulta. Impatience is very common in outer world. Bus has not come, 1 minute over, 2 minutes over. In satsang, patience is the only currency you have. Impatience doesn't work. I heard one of the Nath Parampara. What is it? That Nath, right? Nath Sampradaya. Goraknath in this tradition. One of the Naths, I don't remember his name. He is a disciple, or he wants to seek a guru. Somebody says, Guru is coming this way. So then he goes and does namaskar in the street. I want to be your shishya. The master says, hey, wait. I'm in a hurry. I'll come back. This guy, master goes, he waits there. He waited for 12 years for master to come back. By the time master comes back, master has forgotten that he told him. By the time he comes back, this person is enlightened. Patient waiting is enlightenment. All your vasana samskara will go. Patience is what you learn in satsang. Impatience is what you learn in the world. Ruthlessness is what you learn in the world. You have to be very ruthless. Cut down people, throw out people, right? In satsang, kindness is what you learn. You touch a human being, the core of human being. Another story about patience. There was a student in Upanishad time. His name is Satyakama. Satyakama means one who tells the truth. Okay. Satyakama was born to a maid who used to work in many houses. Satyakama, as he becomes 8-year-old, he goes to, he says, tells his mother, Mother, I want to join Gurukula. Mother says, who will admit you to Gurukula? for Gurukul admission, you need to come from a good family. Okay, you have to have a right upbringing. We don't have. We are worker class. Satyakama says, okay, doesn't matter. I'll ask Guru. And he goes to ask Guru. In Guru that days, they'll ask what Gotra you belong. Gotra is lineage. Who is your father? Basically, they are trying to do some validation so that I can take him as a Shishya. He has the ability to observe. Satyakama does not know who is his father. He does not know his lineage. He comes back to his mother. Mother, who is my father? And what is my Gotra? The mother says, my son, I don't know who is your father. I cannot tell your Gotra. In poverty, I had to sleep with many people. And you are born. I don't know who is your father. And I don't know your Gotra. She tells the truth. And Satyakama goes to the master and tells the master, Master, I don't know my Gotra. I don't know my father also. The master says, you are the right person. One who speaks the truth is right for spiritual journey. That's the lineage I am looking for. Not about a high family, rich family. So satsang is about speaking truth. Satsang is about good company. Satsang is about losing whatever you have learned in the corporate outer world. And how many satsangs are there in such a satsang? Very rare. Very difficult to get satsang. Not easy. Only if you have done very good karma in previous life, somewhere, you'll get such an opportunity. So Satyakama, the truthfulness in satsang is important. Now, what is truthfulness? Truthfulness is not what we speak in corporate world. In corporate world, you'll fire somebody. I gave him peace of mind. I told the truth. The truth is what hurts is the truth is not truth. What hurts somebody, puts somebody down, is not truth. Somebody, you can inspire somebody. You can help somebody to grow. You can help somebody to evolve. That is truth. Not putting down somebody. Not hurting somebody. That's why truth has a definition. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyam cha nandradam bruyat, esha dharma sanatanaha. You have to tell the truth. Many people don't know what is truth. There's a difference between truth and fact. Okay? Truth and fact are different. I'll tell the difference. You have to tell the truth. Truth has a characteristic. It will help you to evolve. It will help you to bring peace. It will help uplift the society. Fact is what you observe, what you see. What you see and what you hear is not reality. It's interpreted by your mind. Truth is not that. Truth is what uplifts. Truth is what elevates. Truth is what brings peace. Truth is what brings harmony. That's called Satya. People confuse truth with the fact. Fact is what I see. What I see is my sense organs. What I hear is my ears. And everything is corrupted by my mind. It's not truth. It's an illusion. It's called fact. People confuse between fact and truth. Satyam is the truth, which can help somebody evolve, which can help somebody become peaceful. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. You have to tell something in a pleasing way, not in a harsh way. You have to tell the truth, Satyam, not a fact. Fact is not, we are not speaking of fact. Fact is okay in the corporate world. Satyam is what helps people to evolve. Priyam is what makes that such truth is told in a pleasant way, so that gentle way. You know how the student that was the master in a spiritual ancient time, there was a conversation between Satyakama and his father Uddalaka. So Satyakama seeks the teaching from Uddalaka. Now Uddalaka is not a father, he becomes a guru. And Satyakama, not a son, he becomes student. So the student has not learned Atma Dhyana. The father doesn't shout at him, doesn't scold him. Uddalaka asks for teaching. Then Uddalaka addresses father as not as father, Bhagavan, a divine being. And father tells his son, not as son, Soumya, O pleasant one. Our words should be pleasing, not hurting somebody. The Uddalaka could have told his son in a very rough way, you didn't even learn this? This much useless fellow? He would have told. He puts in a gentle way. Priyam bruyat. Satyam bruyat. Priyam bruyat. Na bruyat. Satyam apriyam. Na bruyat. Satyam apriyam. Do not tell Satyam which hurts. Now, Satyam and the truth and fact are different. Satyam here means what is truth? What is truth? The truth is you are divine. Truth is you are Brahman. Truth is you are a divine being. You are Atma Jyoti, divine light of self. Na bruyat satyam apriyam. Do not tell the truth in a hurt way. I may feel that you are not capable, not understanding. Do not tell the truth in an unpleasant way. It applies to fact also. Do not tell unpleasant facts. Try to tell a fact. See, please understand. It's very easy to put down anybody. Okay, it is easy to make somebody collapse. It takes a lot of effort to help somebody to grow, help somebody evolve. So much of effort is involved. If you want to make a building, a sculpture, it takes many, many years. But for a terrorist or somebody who wants to destroy it, it takes no time. So tell this truth, tell truth, tell fact in such a way, it helps somebody to evolve. Priyam cha nandradam priya. Don't tell the untruth. Don't tell falsehoods. Okay. So somebody appreciates you. You are doing a good work. Accept it, accept it. Because please understand, to speak a few good words in the world is very difficult in today's world. To say somebody a good word and motivating word is very rare. Such people are very rare. And they genuinely want you to evolve. How often do you help encourage people, other people? Please tell me. Are you able to motivate, help, encourage people? Does it come from your mouth? Tell me in one day today, how many people you have inspired in somebody in life? How many people you have helped to motivate in life? Every day of our life, we should spend inspiring people, helping people, motivating people. That's called Satyam. Priyam cha nandradam. Don't tell lies. Okay. For example, Priyam cha nandradam bruyat. Don't tell lies. Somebody is not doing a good job. Do not tell you're not doing a good job. It hurts. Help him to do what is good job. That will help him evolve. Putting down hill will not help. Priyam cha nandradam bruyat. Yesha dharma sanatana. This is called dharma. It's called vachika dharma. Speaking the truth. In satsang, you find that. You don't find it outside. Very rare. I had in my company, I had my bosses, very, very ambitious, And they use 4-letter words to employees. And many employees run away. They're not able to stand pressure. I've seen. I worked under one such boss. People, when they go to the boss room, they'll tremble because his job is only to find fault with you. The employee worked for a month together to make something. He'll find one small fault and keep on shouting at you. And I work with the boss. And many people, people will run away. My run away means they resign and will go. They can't stand. Everywhere he only finds a fault. No word of appreciation. So I was working with him, and people are surprised. How are you able to work with that fellow? I don't get impatient. If he says something, okay, fine, let me correct it. One full stop is missing, okay, I'll put it. What is big deal? I don't take anything personally. Okay, it came to a point after a couple of months of working. My boss started appreciating me with everybody else. His appreciation doesn't come from his mouth. I meant even for me, it was very tough with working with him. So, Priyam cha Nandatam Priya, Yesha Dharma Sanatana. Dharma means right kind of speech is dharma. Right way of speaking is dharma. Dharma has many definitions. The most important dharma starts with speech. You know why? Speech affects people. Okay? Speech affects people. If you tell a person good things for 10,000 times, but one bad word of you, he will remember his whole life. One bad thing you tell, because the tongue is mightier than the sword. Somebody told, pen is mightier than the sword. Writing. I'll say tongue is mightier than the sword. It'll cut. It hurts. Are you using the tongue for right purpose? The only purpose of tongue, right purpose, is to inspire people, to help people, to discover themselves. That's what you find in satsang. Atma Dhnana. This is called dharma. Dharma has many definitions. Right kind of speech, right speech, which will help, motivate, inspire, and bring the divine qualities in people, is called dharma. If you don't bring that, demonic qualities will come, asuri sampati will come in the people. So coming back to Satyakama story, the Guru tells Satyakama, I have 2 cows, one buffalo, one bull, and 2 cows. There's no place for in my ashram to grow this cattle. You go to the forest, grow this cattle, and when the 2 cows become 1,000, please come back to me. Nothing other teaching. Okay. So Satyakama goes to the forest with 2 cows and 1 bull. The cows graze in the forest. Satyakama patiently waits. And 2 become 4, 4 become 8. One day it becomes 1,000. What did Satyakama learn? No scriptures, no spiritual teachings. He learned patience. He learned service. Patience and service is spiritual journey. Spirituality. How patient you are. So the patience he learned. And when the cow reaches 1,000, he remembers Guruji's words. 10,000, when it comes 1,000. Suddenly, he gets a blessing. The Guruji's word of come back after 1,000 is a blessing. Guru's words are God's words. Ishvara's words. So suddenly, he has a realization. He sees the experience, divine experience everywhere. Everything is divine. He has inner transformation, the patience and Guru's blessing. He feels the tree is speaking to me. Entire universe is conscious. The tree is speaking to him. Satyakama, you are that. You are divine. The cow comes and speaks. It doesn't speak, but I'm saying intuitively he feels that everything in the universe is speaking to him. His universe is not a dead matter. Universe is a living entity telling him, you are that divine, Tattvamasi. You are a divine being. The lake speaks. So everywhere in the universe, he starts seeing the divinity, including himself. Then when he comes to Gurukula and does namaskar to the master, and this would have taken at least a couple of years, 2 cows to become 10 cows. In that 10 years, he has not spoken to a human being. He's only lived with animals, cows. Cows are actually very silent animal. That's why in our ancient times, and they're loving. Goshala is very important in the house. We learn a lot of things from cow. He learned from the cow. Love, silence, peace. And what does cow want? Just grass, no ambition. When he comes to the master, his face is glowing. The master says, Satyakama, you have found the truth. Satyakama means one who seeks the truth. So this is what you find in Satsanga. And in the outer world, people don't seek the truth. They seek the fact. Fact means this is a fact. Why? To find a fault with somebody. This is not right. This is wrong. Or to justify what I have done. Satsang means focus on truth, Atma Dhnana. Satsang also means being with the master, Sadguru, a realized master. One who has the ability, one who already has wisdom, Atma Dhnana, and one who is able to guide students towards Atma Dhnana through teaching. That's why 2 qualities are required. Shrotriyam, Brahmanishtam. Able to tell the truth, able to teach, and Brahmanishtam means he himself should be realized. Others it won't work. Such master is very rare. To get satsang is very rare. To get a Sadguru is very rare. So then comes the satsang, means be with yourself. Sat means you are truth, inner real. Sit silently, be with yourself. That's what Ramana Maharshi calls it, Sumaniru. You don't have to achieve anything. Right now, you are not with yourself. Right now, you are with the world. Your thoughts are about a job, your thoughts are about your family, your thoughts are about your friend, your thoughts are about your enemies. You are in Anatma. Constantly in Anatma. When will you go to Atma? When you are with yourself. That's called satsang. Ask yourself, where is your mind? Constantly going out. To be with yourself is called nididhyasa or satsang. Satsang has 3 definitions. A good company, Sadguru master, and being with yourself, meditative, silence, sitting silent. This is called satsang. Satsangatve nissangatvam. It removes all your vasana and samskara, negative qualities. Nissangatve nirmohatvam. Moha means illusion. Illusion drops. Right now we are living in illusion. What is the illusion I have? I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. When the illusion drops, you realize, Nanu. Repeat. Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivananani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. This is the dropping of this called moha. This moha only causes you bondage with others. Because you think you're a body, you're seeing somebody else's body, attachment and hurt, both will come. Nirmohatte nischala tattvam. When the illusion drops, nischala tattva means Atma tattva is I am the self, I am pure awareness. And you are already self. You don't have to become self. You are already self. You are already Brahman. You are already universal consciousness. Right now, you had an illusion of a body. So that's why I decide we are not human beings looking for a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings experience human life. So it's the other way. I'm a human being. I want to have a spiritual experience is false. You are a spiritual being, experience human life, and drop that human experience. You are a spiritual being. Or human delusion. Nisangate, nirmohatva, nirmohatme, nischalatattva. Nischalata means what is unmoving. The Atma is unchanging. Everything have changes. The body changes, the mind changes, intellect changes. But Atma does not change. No, it's not very difficult to understand. It's very easy. Where were you born, sir? Which city? Bangalore. How many years back? Okay. So 50 years back, you are born in Bangalore. You got married in Bangalore. You came to America. So I was born in Bangalore. I grew up in Bangalore. I came to America. What has changed? Your body has changed. Your mind has changed. Your intellect has changed. I has not changed. Only I has not changed. That unchanging is I is Atma. You don't have to find I. Unchanging I is already there. So that unchanging I is called Atma. That's called Nischala Tattva. Everything else is moving. Everything is moving part. The body moves, mind moves, intellect moves. The I, which is unchanging, is not a part of the body. The body appears in the unchanging I. If it's a part of the body, I also will change. And whenever you say I am, when you say, what do you mean by I am? I means consciousness. Am means existence. You are making a statement, I am consciousness, I am existence. That is unchanging. Everything else in your life changes. So Nischala Tattva, Jivan Mukti. When you are clear about it, your own nature, you'll get a liberation, Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti is not what you get. You recognize that I was Mukta all the time. I was an illusion. Mukti is not one day I'll get it. Mukti is your natural state. Mukti is you realize what a fool I have been. I have been a drunkard, alcoholic, forgetting my nature. The alcohol is called Maya. Maya Madira Pita. So Anupama, did I answer your question?
Yes, Guruji.
Anybody has a question on Zoom? Anybody has a question here? Sitting here? It's a long talk.
You mentioned good karma. So good karma gets you to satsang. So does that?
Does that?
So the karma